My friend sent me this selfie of Jazzy Poo, where she admits that she has this little tiny birthmark. Can you see it? It's like the bottom of her elbow on the inside towards her body. About how it's like a mole on her elbow that she's been very self-conscious of her whole life, and even after becoming like a fitness personality, she's tried to hide it in every single photo shoot. And the idea is that it's not even a big deal, like how she's so vain to let something like this affect her so hard that she plans everything around it. Well, the first thing that came to my mind is like, that feels when I have a giant birthmark on my forearm that I don't think about ever until someone is like, what's that? And I'm just like, oh yeah, I don't know. And there are two, I guess, types of people in the world. For example, you have introverts and extroverts, right? And people are on a gradient. It's a gradient. It's not like one or the other. But another thing that's similar to that, people who exist outside of themselves, like if they have the external locus of existence, and people who have a more internal locus of existence. And I would say most people who are, very aesthetic or into aesthetics and into making things look aesthetic, have the external locus of just everything, if something's messy, it'll bother them. One of my coworkers, who's also my friend, she was definitely like this. I remember one time she spilled some water on her sweater, and it was like the smallest stain ever, and even after it dried there was like a little ring still on her sweater, and it bothered her so much that she like drove home, changed the sweater, and then came back before lunch break even, just because like for me, I mean, I wear like the same thing 5 days in a row. Someone will say something to me and I'll just be like, okay, like I don't see where you're going with this. And in general, this birthmark, I never ever think about it. It's very large, and people do ask me about it a lot. But it's not something that ever crosses my mind as like good or bad, or like, I just feel very disconnected with like my outward appearance and outward appearances in general. Another example is the same coworker. She got into, those adult coloring books, and then we went to go buy markers for her, or like some sort of colored pencils. And then like she's tried coloring with them, and then she was just like, I don't like the way that these color. And it's like that kind of thing. It's not like they're very picky or they're very vain. It's just like things that are external really affect them. Like the way that something feels in their hands, the way that something looks, like the way that the ink comes out. Those are things that are just, that seem to like affect them more. For a long time, I've been very inside of my own head and like very unaffected by what other people think or say, or like, I reserve judgment on anything external just because it's just something that never really occurred to me. Whether or not we like it, we have a physical existence in this world. We are physical beings. And to maximize our time and maximize our efficiency in this world, it's important to realize this and to use this information. Like if we go back to introverts and extroverts, if you know that a big percent of people are actually extroverts, I think it's smart, it's prudent to consider the fact that they live differently, and maybe if you cater towards them, you'll be able to achieve your own goals more easily. So it's kind of like an empathy for others, trying to be considerate of what other people care about, rather than deciding which way of living is like superior, or like which way of living you choose, and to anyone who doesn't understand, doesn't matter. The ultimate thing is not to be like a well-balanced person, if you want to connect with as many people and get done what you want to do in life. When you don't want to go to the gym, but you got a gym motivation.
And today I'm going to teach you how to psychologically trick yourself into exercising.
Okay, I really don't want to watch that video, so I'm going to come up with my own gym motivation, and it's going to do with money, because I feel like that's the easiest way to motivate people. So if I don't go to the gym right now, I have to send my sister $5. I'm trying to let it settle in. Okay, I have to send her $5 right now on my phone, or get off this bed and go to the gym. Oh my god, where does Max Tuning put his camera? I mean, I'm not trying to die while I try to vlog while I drive, but I don't really... This is safe-ish, I think. Okay, so I was in Mexico about a month ago, and then it was really cool because like my sister could like speak Spanish, and I feel like I've basically forgotten all of my high school Spanish, and so it's like a goal of mine right now to learn to speak Spanish again. So I don't know if someone has like resources to do this, but I've been trying to practice with I've been trying to practice with just like stuff that's happening in life. Like right now I'd be like, I want to go to the gym, right? So it'd be like, oh my god, this is like not safe at all. But it'd be like, yo quiero ir al gimnasio or something, you know? And then if I don't know what the word is, I either just like, I look it up, or I just use the English word and add like an O at the end. So if I didn't know, I'd be like, you know, yo quiero ir al gymo, you know? And I feel like most of the times, people, especially in Mexico, they already get the idea of what you're trying to say, because they can really speak English. It's just you trying to practice your Spanish to them to make yourself feel better about how much Spanish you think that you can speak. I'm not really trying to film inside this gym because, how do you say in Spanish, I'm just a beta who doesn't want to record inside their gym for their YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay, I'm not small, I'm shredded. I'm not weak, I'm just training for different goals. Damn, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm getting really nervous. I'm getting really self-conscious here.